Welcome everybody inside Rutgers Jersey Mike's Arena, the setting for the 2025 NJSIAA Team Wrestling Championships. In our opening session of the day, we invite you in for the Group 3 state final featuring two of our top 20 teams in our NJ.com top 20. Number 16th ranked Brick Memorial, the Mustangs 14-4 on the season, taking on number 13 Delsea, the Crusaders 20-2. Hello everybody, I'm Dan Long, joined alongside by my cameraman and producer Josh Noble, and we're so glad that you could join us for our continued broadcast coverage of the 2025 wrestling season. So all the hard work has paid off and has brought these teams here to the home of the Scarlet Knights to contend for some ultimate hardware in their respective group championships. Brick Memorial, led by head coach Michael Kiley. They were victorious in their road here to Rutgers against Brick Township, Jackson Liberty, Hopewell Valley, and then a thrilling win against Cranford their last time out in the semis. Punched their ticket back here to the state championship round. Delsea, led by coach Tom Maxwell, beat Barnegat, Ocean City, Lacey, Wayne Valley, and now have a chance to finish up with another state title. Brick Memorial will be in their signature green, Delsea in their signature red. And we will start off here at 126 pounds. As Delsea is being represented by Kassan Young and Grayson Petit, for Delsea, and Kassan Young for Brick Memorial. Young looking for a takedown. Young versus Petit. Kassan Young, a junior, 15-9 on the season. He lost by pin against Cranford in their semifinal showdown. And Petit is ranked number 7 in our NJ.com individual wrestling rankings at 120 pounds. He's wrestling at 126 today. He's 21-2 on the year. .50 seconds left to go in a scoreless first. Petit trying to get up and out, making sure now that he's in the advantage spot as they both make their way to the right side of the mat. 30 seconds left to go in the scoreless first. Still no points. What a scramble here between both wrestlers. We come up in the final 10 seconds of the first period here at 126 pounds. Scoreless so far between Young and Petit. Scoreless after the first 2 minutes of action. C1, a 21-5 tech fall versus Wayne Valley in the semifinals. Delsea handing Wayne Valley their only loss of the year to punch their ticket back here to Rutgers, a place that they've called home last couple of tournaments. They come in having won 3 straight Group 3 state championships. Petit was putting Young to his back, had 2 being held right now, it looks like. And now each wrestler getting 2 points put on the board. First with the 2 points given to Petit, and then Young with the 2-point reversal. So we remain tied up this time with some points on the board, 2-2, with 120 left to go. Here in the second period at 126. Petit in the red, getting the escape. He's taken back the lead now at a 3-2 margin. Young trying to rotate around him, and once again, He'll take the lead, but now Petit is putting Young to his back with his own back, trying to get a pin. 4-point move there after it was 5-5. Now it's a 9-5 lead for Delsea's Grayson Petit. The junior looking for his 22nd win of the season. .25 seconds and counting left to go here in the second at 1:26. Petit pulling Young back to his back again. Hassan Young trying to avoid disaster here late in the second. Petit taking a look at the clock to see how much time he's got to work with here, as time will expire. As Delsea's Grayson Petit, one of their standouts, one of the 4 Delsea Crusaders that are in our NJ.com individual statewide rankings. He leads 9-5. Petit versus versus Hassan Young. I think they had to reset the scoreboard. 1 point given to Petit to start off in the neutral position to begin the third, so he now has doubled up Young by a 10-5 margin. Another 3 points for Petit as he sends Young back down onto the mat. Back points being counted off. 13-5 margin for Petit. He gets 4 more added to his score. Trying to get in position for a tech. 17-5 advantage now for Petit. 30 seconds into the start of the third. Out of bounds they go to the right side. Opening bout of this 2025 NJSIAA Group 3 state final between Delsea and Brick Memorial. Petit catches Young, sends him backwards again. He's in position here for a tech, but he's looking for the full complement of bonus points for his team if he could procure the pin. Closing in on a minute left to go. And there's the 4 points. Delsea will get the tech fall. And the Crusaders of Delsea will start off with a 5-0 lead, thanks to the tech fall for their outstanding junior Grayson Petit. $5-0 lead now for Delsea after 1. As we will head to 132 pounds. Crusaders have come into this today with 5 state championships in program history. They won titles in 91, 2015, and then have gone on their run of 3 in a row, winning titles in 22, 23, and 24, trying to make it 4 straight. Brick Memorial, one of the blue blood programs in New Jersey wrestling history, as they get an initial takedown to take a 3-0 lead here, with Gavin Martin taking on Gage Summers. Brick Memorial having won 9 state championships in program history, their first coming in 1986, their last one being in 2015, so a drought by their lofty standards. That last time they won in 2015, it was actually for the Group 5 state championship, competing here as a Group 3 school now. 1 point for the escape for Summers for Delsea. Cuts into that deficit against Martin, 3-1. Gavin Martin, senior, 20-10 on the season. He won by tech fall against Cranford in their state semifinals. Gage Summers is a senior, 27-6 on the season. Summers won by tech against Wayne Valley in his semifinal. Still, it's a 3-1 lead for Martin in the green singlet. Whistle for a stalemate, 43 seconds left to go in the first. Great atmosphere here inside Jersey Mike's Arena, the campus of Rutgers University, for our opening session. All these state championship finals. 7 teams will be crowned New Jersey State champions by the end of today. Still a 3-1 lead as we close in the final 10 seconds of the first. Again, the difference being the Martin takedown that gave him an initial 3-0 lead. Summers trying to attack at his leg just in the waning moments of the first. 4 seconds left to go. And it will be a 3-1 lead for Gavin Martin of Brick Memorial after 1 period of action. Delsea won the first match by tech fall. They lead on the team scoreboard after 1 bout, 5-0. Another escape given to Summers. Now that 3-0 deficit has been trimmed down to 1, it's 3-1. Summers has been a little bit more of an aggressor. As soon as I say that, Martin trying to take a shot on the ankle. 30 seconds gone by here in the second, right in front of the Brick Memorial sideline to the right side of your screen. Martin looking for another opening, trying to increase upon his 1-point margin. Summers with a pair of escapes, the lone takedown. Gavin Martin secured back in the first. Both are locked up, and there's another takedown for Martin to the top right-hand corner. Martin gets credited with a takedown in the top right corner. Looks like it might be blood time, so Summers will have to be attended to. So a 6-2 margin right now in favor of Brick Memorial's 132-pounder, Gavin Martin. Looking for what would be his 21st win of the season. Last season, Brick Memorial lost to Mount Olive 26-20 in the Group 4 state semifinals. Last state championship for the Mustangs came in 2015 when they defeated Hunterdon Central for the Group 5 final. They last came here in 2023 when they lost in the Group 4 final against Jackson Memorial. So they've kind of been running the gamut of going all the way up from 3 to 5 over the course of their program's history, competing this year at Group 3. Delsea defeated Cranford 45-25 here at Rutgers last season and beat Warren Hills in both 2022 and 2023. Trying to make it 4 straight Group 3 state championships for a program that has been synonymous with success, looking for their 6th state title. There's another escape for Summers, the 3rd time that he's garnered that here in this match. Closing in on 40 seconds left to go in the second. Summers trying to take a shot on the ankle of Martin. .30 seconds left to go in the second. Summers has yet to score a takedown of his own. Both wrestlers going out of bounds, but the takedown was awarded to Summers, so now he's tied it up at 6-all. So a takedown just on the edge of the mat, closest to us on our vantage point, and 6-6 is your match here at 132 pounds. Closing into the final 10 seconds. Summers briefly got Martin in the cradle. Holding 2 right now, and Summers will battle his way back to take his first lead at now an 8-6 margin. 8-6 lead for Summers as we head to the 3rd period here at 132 pounds. Summers holding on to Martin once again, getting back points counted off. Summers looking to put Martin on his back. There's the pinfall for Delsea. Gage Summers, after trailing early on, came back to produce a pin here at 132 pounds. Delsea's second win of the state final. They've won now by tech and by pin. And Delsea has jumped out to an early 11-0 advantage through the first two bouts of this 2025 Group 3 state championship. So after Martin had the initial lead and had at one point a 6-3 advantage, then it was all Summers. He clawed his way back, took the lead, and then eventually put Martin to his back there in the third to produce the pin. As we get set for 138 pounds. As Delsea has taken the first two and now taking control early on with a takedown in the opening seconds. Xavier Stokes for Delsea. Logan Croman for Brick Memorial. Stokes versus Croman. Logan Croman, a junior for Brick Memorial, 5-15 on the season. He lost by tech against Cranford in the state semifinal round. Xavier Stokes, a senior, 23-10 on the year for the Crusaders. Stokes won by decision against Wayne Valley. He wastes little time and he produces another pin here for Delsea. Back-to-back pins for the Crusaders. They have won the first three bouts and have almost taken all 18 full complement points. They now will stretch their margin to a 17-0 advantage. Delsea ranked 13th in the Garden State, coming out firing here, winning by tech, pin, and pin as we began at 126 pounds. NJ.com is your home for live streaming of the NJSIAA State Wrestling Championships. Follow the action in Atlantic City, all 8 mats, all weekend long, only on NJ.com. Now we head to 144 pounds. As Brick Memorial trying to stop the bleeding here after again being put to their back early and often in the first three bouts at 126, 132, and 138. Cameron Potes in the red for Delsea, taking a 3-0 lead. Pote is a sophomore, 16-13 on the season. Frank Bongiovanni at 150 here for Brick. Bongiovanni lost by tech against Cranford. And Potes won a major against Wayne Valley. Look at this athleticism by both wrestlers, locked up at the legs, and Pote trying to peel Bongiovanni forward, exposing him to more points and opportunities here with only 40 seconds left to go in the first. In the lower right-hand corner, Pote trying to crawl and claw Bongiovanni back in. Referee taking a glance with under 20 seconds left to go. Bongiovanni trying to avoid the fate that the last two consecutive Brick Memorial wrestlers have faced in losing by pin. Just goes out of bounds in the lower right-hand corner. 7-point lead now for Pote after getting 4 near fall to go along with that initial takedown. 7-0 margin for Pote with only 8 seconds left to go in the first period. Here at 144 pounds. Time expires. And Cameron Pote is in control right now for Delsea. 7-0 lead. Pote will begin on bottom to begin the second, leading 7-0. Bongiovanni is riding on top of him in his Brick Memorial green singlet with the gold trim. Only 2 losses this year for Delsea have come against non-public opponents, losing against St. John Vianney and St. Augustine. Brick Memorial also lost to St. John Vianney down the shore this season. Escape point given to Pote. He now increases his margin to an 8-point lead at 8-0. And Pote sends Bongiovanni right back down to the mat. Another takedown here, and his lead has now grown to 11. 1 minute left to go in the second. As both wrestlers went out of bounds directly underneath us. Fans, did you know subscribers of NJ.com have access to download free high-resolution photos for personal use? Subscribe today. Visit NJ.com/HS Sports to see photo galleries from today's matches. .50 seconds remain in the second here at 144. Our fourth bout of this Group 3 state final. 17-0 lead on the team scoreboard for Delsea. Under 30 seconds left to go. Pote on top by 11. Under 10 seconds left to go. As Pote will lead 11-0. Heading into the third period. Looks like Pote is going to be calling for injury time. So Pote will be at 10-2 on the mats before we resume the action here to start off the third period. Again with Cameron Pote of Delsea in control by an 11-0 margin. From the opening match to the end of the season, NJ.com's award-winning staff, reporters, and photojournalists put you in the middle of the action for in-depth coverage of this match and other matches around New Jersey, including photo galleries, recaps, and stats. Visit NJ.com/HS Sports. We have you covered on every mat here today, not only with the broadcast, but also with all the information that you want throughout the course of this season. Our beat writers, again, exceptional. So after the injury time, Pote is back up on his feet. Neutral start to begin the third. Pote thinking maybe about a tech fall, but instead, Bongiovanni looking for an offensive move. He scores his first points of this bout at 144 with a quick takedown that kind of caught Pote by surprise. 11-3 lead now for Pote. .30 seconds gone by in the third. Frank Bongiovanni, the senior, scoring his first points at 11-3. Right in front of the Brick Memorial sideline, Bongiovanni getting his instructions. Trying to limit the damage here. It's an 11-3 margin in favor of Pote. But he was thinking if he got off to an early start and a quick start in the third, he might be in a position for a tech fall as well. Brick Memorial trying to save a potential bonus point on the team scoreboard. Limit this. Right now would just be a major. Bongiovanni with 40 seconds left to go. Pote trying to break free for an escape. Under 30 seconds left to go. Here at 1:44. Brick Memorial, their strength lies later on in their lineup, certainly in the top of their lineup with 106, 113, 120. Well, time will run out and Delsea will take down the first four bouts of the afternoon here in the Group 3 final. An 11-3 win for Cameron Pope. Major decision at 11-3. And Delsea's lead now is 21-0. Delsea has won the first four bouts of the afternoon as we head now to 150 pounds. Scores table just getting everything conferred. 21-0 Delsea on top of Brick Memorial. As we're underway here at 150 pounds. Jack Morana of Brick Memorial. Jamar Dixon Jr. here for Delsea. Morana, a sophomore, 14-10 on the season, won by pin against Cranford in the semifinals. Dixon is one of the top-ranked wrestlers in this weight class in New Jersey. Ranked number 3 in our NJ.com rankings. He's 28-2 on the season, a senior, and he won by pin against Wayne Valley in the semis. Scoreless through the first 40 seconds here at 150. Individually, he's the highest-ranked wrestler for Delsea. Still scoreless with 106 left to go here in the first. Dixon latches on and scores the initial takedown here at 150. He takes a 3-0 lead, 50 seconds left to go in the first. Again, if you're just joining us, we began at 126 pounds. Grayson Petit of Delsea won by tech fall. At 132, Gage Summers of Delsea won by pin. At 138, Xavier Stokes of Delsea won by pin. And then just recently at 144 pounds, Cameron Pote of Delsea won by major decision. Dixon getting back points counted off. Delsea already has produced 2 pins. Make it a third pin here. Delsea wins by pin at 150 pounds. Jamar Dixon moves to 29-2 on the season now for Delsea. And Delsea increases its lead now to a 27-0 margin. What a start to this state championship for the number 13th ranked team in New Jersey. The Delsea Crusaders looking to make it 4 straight Group 3 state championships in a row. £157. As Delsea just continues to roll here, and they're trying to make it academic when it comes time for the strength of the Brick Memorial lineup, just because they are getting so many bonus points in the course of this state final already. Riley Booz taking on Elvin Corona. Riley Booz for Delsea, a senior, 27-6 on the season. He won an 11-0 major decision against Wayne Valley in the semifinals. Elvin Corona, a junior, 3-7 on the season for Brick Memorial. Three-point takedown here for Booz. Minute gone by here in the first. 4-0 lead. As Booz working on top of Corona. And Delsea has been dominating the beginning of this state final. Everything bonus points so far, including 3 wins by pin, 1 tech, and 1 major. Booz getting the back points counted off against Corona. Booz looking for another Delsea pin. 20 seconds left to go in the first, and Booz gets that pinfall victory. All Delsea here, 33-0 to start off this state championship round. NJ.com is your home for live streaming of the NJSIAA Individual State Wrestling Championships. Follow all the action down in Atlantic City on all 8 mats all weekend long, only on NJ.com. And fans, did you know that subscribers of NJ.com have access to download free high-resolution photos for personal use? Subscribe today. Visit NJ.com/HS Sports to see photo galleries from today's matches. $165. We wait for the wrestlers to check in. So we go to 165 pounds, 33-0 Delsea on top of Brick Memorial here in this 2025 Group 3 State Championship Final. Dan Long, Josh Drebsky, glad that you can join us Matt side here from inside Jersey Mike's Arena on the campus of Rutgers University. Malachi St. Ville for Brick Memorial, taking on Charles 6. Malachi St. Ville, a senior, 14-14 on the season for the Mustangs. He lost by tech in the state semifinals. Charles 6, a senior, 17-11 on the year for the Crusaders of Delsea. No points yet for either wrestler. So St. Ville in the green and gold, 6 in the red and white. Now 3 points, takedown for St. Ville. Again, this is the change this season that takedowns are worth 3. That has made some matches incredibly quicker and a lot more tech falls. 45 seconds left to go in the first. 3-0 lead for Brick Memorial's Malachi St. Phil. Senior looking for his 15th win of the year. Also trying to put Brick Memorial in position to have their first win of this afternoon as well. Delsea has won all 6 of the first 6 bouts here in this Group 3 state championship. Time will run out here for the first period. 3-0 lead for Brick Memorial St. Phil. St. Phil will take bottom to begin the second. St. Phil looking for the escape to increase his 3-point lead. Thrown right back down by 6. Both wrestlers out of bounds to the top edge of the mat. This is one of 4 total championships being wrestled right now here in the opening session at Rutgers University. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and non-public B being contended here in the opening session. Groups 4, 5, and non-public A going to be in the second session here at Rutgers. There's the escape given to St. Phil, so St. Phil now stretches his margin to a 4-point lead, trying to get the Mustangs of Brick Memorial on the board. Brick Memorial's 9 state championships, tied for 7th most in New Jersey history, tied with Highland Regional and Paul VI of Haddonfield. When it comes to most state titles by public schools, well, everyone's trying to look up at Paulsboro. They've won 34 state group championships. Brick Memorial, if they were bring home their 10th, that would tie them with Delaware Valley for 4th most in public school history in the Garden State. 7-1 lead after 6 got his first point. Now a stall warning, hit against 6. It's a 6-point margin in favor of St. Phil. Now 6 trying to turn the tables and score a takedown of his own, and he does. Charles 6 gets his first offensive maneuver, and he cuts that 7-1 deficit down to a 7-4 margin. 30 seconds left to go in the second. Another stall hit against 6. That's going to be another point given over to St. Phil of Brick Memorial. So now he's doubled up 6 of Delsea by an 8-4 margin. Closing in the final 10 seconds of the second period at 165 pounds. Brick Memorial trying to put themselves in position to garner their first win of the afternoon in this Group 3 state championship round. Time expires after 2, and it's an 8-4 lead for Malachi St. Phil, the senior of Brick Memorial, taking on fellow senior Charles 6 of Delsea. St. Phil will allow the neutral start for 6. 8-5 lead for him heading into the beginning of this third period. St. Phil is led by as many as 7 at one point. Rotates around and he scores the takedown to extend his lead here. St. Phil trying to go for the move to put 6 on his back. 11-5 lead now for Malachi Saintville. 30 seconds gone by here in the third. Still Saintville riding on top of Charles 6. Delsea won the first 6 bouts of this group team championship. Brick Memorial trying to get on the board here at 165. The escape point for 6. Moves it back to a 5-point margin at 11-6. Another takedown for Saintville could put him in a position to garner a major decision. Even if Delsea can't win this bout, love to limit the damage, and that's a big takedown. Now it's going to keep it where it would just be in decision range, and 6 is maybe thinking of completely flipping the script here. He's down by only 2, 11-9. He cuts Saintville free. He's thinking for more himself. He looks like he's got a little more energy right now than Saintville. 12-9. The deficit for Charles 6 of Delsea with 17 seconds left to go. 10 seconds left to go in the bout. Malachi Saintville of Brick Memorial trying to hold on here late. 3 seconds left to go. And he will win 12-9 and get Brick Memorial their first win of this Group 3 state championship. Delsea's lead is still staggering, 33-3. We head to 175 pounds through our first 7 bouts, so we're halfway through this Group 3 state championship, 33-3, Delsea on top. Again, we began at 126 pounds. Delsea won by tech. They won by pin at 32, pin at 38, major at 44, pin at 50, pin at 157, and Brick Memorial just won by decision at 165. At 175, it's Garrett Scott of Brick Memorial taking on Joel Anderson as Anderson strikes for the first takedown. A 3-0 lead. Garrett Scott, a junior, 2-5 on the season for Brick Memorial. Joel Anderson, a senior, 27-5 on the year for Delsea. Anderson won by pin in his last time out of the state semis. Scott trying to put Anderson to his back here, but instead it's Anderson putting Scott in the cradle. Back points being counted off. Anderson looking to produce yet another pin here for Delsea. They have got 4 pins on the afternoon. 40 seconds left to go here in the first at 175. Anderson having Scott in his clutches. Rotating around. 25 seconds left to go in the first. And Anderson with the pin. 19 seconds left to go in the first period at 175. Delsea has won 7 out of the first 8 bouts here in the Group 3 championship. And Delsea now leads 39-3. 5 wins by pin in the group team finals. This Delsea team has been like a hot knife through butter throughout the course of the postseason, winning 76-6 in their first playoff matchup, 56-17, 69-6, and then in the state semifinals won 50-21. They have just been dominating Group 3. And it looks like right now they're on their way to a fourth consecutive team championship here at the Group 3 level. Talmadge versus Sawyer. Talmadge and Sawyer locking horns here at 190 pounds. Talmadge is a junior, 27-3 on the season for Brick Memorial. He's wrestled at 215 pounds. Won a 15-0 tech fall against Cranford in the state semifinals. Greg Sawyer, a sophomore, 27-6 on the season. He won a decision against Wayne Valley in the state semifinal round. Talmadge and Sawyer here at 190. Does that mean that Harvey Ludington gets bumped up to 215? Talmadge setting Sawyer to his back, getting back points counted off. And gets the pin here at 190, the first pin of the afternoon for Brick Memorial. Second win of this duel for the Mustangs. Delsea leads 39-9. So Talmadge went 190 today. And a forfeit at 215 pounds. So that'll send us to 285 pounds. $39-15. The team lead now for Delsea. As they're again just getting some housekeeping done at the scores table before we get going here at 285. We still have 215 listed on the scoreboard. A shame that we couldn't get to see Harvey Ludington. Ludington was the one at 215, the number one ranked wrestler in the Garden State, the Iowa commit. They forfeited to him. But we do have a great matchup here at 285 pounds. Ben Scuba. Zuba with the 27-6 record for Brick Memorial, taking on Sal Marquez, ranked number 5 in New Jersey. Marquez 30-3 on the season. Bumped up to 285. He wrestles normally at 215. Marquez won by pin against Wayne Valley in the state semifinals. Zuba, 27-6 on the season, a junior, won by Tech against Cranford in the state semis. Marquez with a 3-0 lead on the takedown as both wrestlers go out of bounds to the upper right-hand corner. So Brick Memorial has won back-to-back bouts at 190 and 215. They won by pin at 190, forfeit at 215. They trail on the team scoreboard 39-15. Marquez cuts Suba away, and that's the first point for the Brick Memorial wrestler. Faces a 3-1 deficit, closing in on the final 30 seconds of the first period here at 215. Coming into today's state championship, Delsea had outscored their opponents by a 251-50 margin. Their last loss in the state playoffs, you have to go all the way back to February 16, 2020, when Delsea lost to West Essex 35-32. Since 2020, they've been unbeatable in the Group 3 Wrestling Championships, dominating on their way to titles the last 3 consecutive years. 2 minutes in the books, 3-1 lead for Delsea's Marquez. Looking for his 31st win of the season. He'll start on bottom. Zuba will be on top, trailing by 2, 3-1. Zuba trying to work on top against Marquez. "30 seconds into the second. It remains a 3-1 lead for Marquez of Delsea. Zuba was trying to put him in a cradle. Gets the 2 to tie it up at 3-3 now. Stall warning hit against Marquez with 50 seconds left to go in the second, in a 3-3 bout here at 285 pounds. I still have it listed on the board at 215, but again, there was the forfeit at 215 when Ludington came out. So this is technically 285 pounds. Delsea on top, 39-15. Trying to get both wrestlers settled here. Zuba is being cautioned not to move early. Marquez trying to get an escape point here. The final 40 seconds. Marquez got to his feet, runs away, and gets the escape to retake the lead at a 4-3 margin. Both wrestlers locked up here in the neutral position with under 30 seconds left to go. Zuba goes to take a shot. Again, Marquez has been hit with one stall. Another one would give the tying point to Zuba. 15 seconds left to go in the second. Four seconds left to go, and Marquez of Delsea will lead by 1, 4-3 over Ben Zuba, the junior from Brick Memorial, after 2 periods of action. So it looks like injury time for Marquez. He leads 4-3 after the second period. From the opening match to the end of the season, NJ.com's award-winning staff of reporters and photojournalists put you in the middle of the wrestling action. For in-depth coverage of this match and the other state finals, including photo galleries, recaps, and stats, visit NJ.com/HSSports. Dan Long, Josh Noble, glad that he could join us inside Jersey Mike's Arena here in the campus of Rutgers University. Once again, the outstanding setting for the 2025 NJSIAA Team Wrestling Championships. Group 3 final featuring number 16th ranked Brick Memorial, 14-4 on the season, taking on number 13th ranked Delsea, the Crusaders, 20-2. Delsea trying to make it 4 consecutive Group 3 state championships. They won the first 6 consecutive bouts in this duel. Have led from the start. One part led by as many as 36 team points. Trying to sort everything out at the scores table again before we get to the start of the third. Trying to figure out what the point of contention is. As both coaches come over to the scores table. Referees also talking things over. So now we'll finally have everything sorted out here. Again, we are heading to the third period at 285 pounds. Not 215, 285. Marquez trying to salt away a victory, but that 4-3 lead has now vanished with a 2-point reversal by Zuba. Zuba has taken the lead at 5-4. 20 seconds into the start of the third. Marquez trying to get to his feet. If he does, that would get him the escape point that would deadlock the score at 5-5. Marquez, if he can get the reversal as he does here, he'll retake the lead at 6-5. So a pair of reversals now. Now Zuba, can he do it himself? He'll get the escape, and that'll tie it up at 6-6. Entertaining bout here. This has been the most competitive bout of this Group 3 team wrestling final. 6-6 the score. 50 seconds left to go in the third. Zuba gets the takedown to the top corner of the mat. He'll take his largest lead now. 9-6. Closing in on 30 seconds left to go in the third. Zuba on top of Marquez, 9-6. Here at 285, Brick Memorial trying to make it 3 consecutive wins at 190, 215, and here at 285. And a whistle stops the action, 12 seconds left to go in the third. So a technical violation as well has now given Zuba of Brick Memorial a 4-point margin at 10-6. Only 12 seconds left to go. Marquez has to get something going here with under 10 seconds left to go. Zuba, the bigger wrestler, trying to hold him off here with 3 seconds left to go. And Zuba will win a 10-6 decision in a great matchup between those two star-studded wrestlers. Brick Memorial winning their 4th bout of this championship. Delsea's team lead now 39-18. As we head to the top of the lineups at 106. Again, a reminder, fan, that NJ.com is your home for live streaming of the NJSIAA Individual State Wrestling Championships. Follow the action in Atlantic City in a couple of weeks. All 8 mats, all weekend long, here only on NJ.com. Lightfoot for Brick Memorial. Lightfoot for Delsea, and Fenoro for Brick Memorial. Fenoro scores the initial opportunity with the takedown. That sends Lightfoot back down. Second takedown here in the first. Joseph Fenoro, sophomore for Brick Memorial. Reed Lightfoot, a freshman, 8-8 on the season for Delsea. Lightfoot lost by pin in the state semis against Wayne Valley as both wrestlers go out of bounds in the lower left-hand corner directly in front of our broadcast area. Fenoro trying to continue the momentum here for Brick Memorial. After Delsea started off this duel winning the first six consecutive bouts, Brick Memorial has now gone on a run of their own, winning 4 out of the last 5. But again, with so many pins by Delsea, they have that huge lead early on here today that has made such a big difference. It's 39-18 margin. Another takedown produced by Fenoro. Fenoro in control here, scoring 13 points so far in the first period, leading 13-2. Seconds left here in the first. After this bout, there will only be 2 more bouts in this Group 3 championship. Another 2 points for Fenoro. Delsea has already clinched the state championship here today. So Delsea will be winning their 4th consecutive state title, their 6th state championship in program history. And they've just become this unstoppable force in Group 3 here in the Garden State. Fenoro putting Lightfoot to his back. Fenoro gets the pinfall victory here in the second period at 106 for Brick Memorial. Brick Memorial's second win by pin in this championship duel. (39-24), the lead for Delsea as we head to 113 pounds. It will be a forfeit win for Brick Memorial. (39-30) now the team lead as we head to our final bout of the afternoon here in the Group 3 state championship at 120 pounds. Napolitano for Brick, Vaughn for Delsea. Michael Napolitano, a junior for Brick Memorial, 21-7 on the season. Won by pin against Cranford in the state semifinals. Amari Van, ranked number 4 in New Jersey. At 126 pounds, he's wrestling here today at 120. 28-2 on the season. He won by pin in the state semifinals. Scores the initial takedown to lead Napolitano 3-0. And Delsea has clinched the state championship already, but Brick Memorial trying to go on a run here to end this Group 3 final on a high note, momentum-wise themselves. Mustangs will come up short again in the state championships. They were the runners-up in 2023, losing to Jackson Memorial in the Group 4 final. Again, they have not won a title since 2015 when they won the Group 5 championship, and this year, classified as Group 3 school, will be the runners-up against Delsea. Finished 21-2 in the team competition. Van still in control with his takedown. It's coming up on 20 seconds left to go in the first period here at 120. And time runs out in the first with Delsea's Van on top 3-0 over Napolitano of Brick Memorial. Began at 126. And Delsea began their assault on a 4th consecutive state championship. Tech fall at 26, pin at 32, pin at 38, major at 44, pin at 150, pin at 157. Brick Memorial just opened their eyes and saw they were down at that point 33-0. Van getting a takedown, getting back points as well. Van leading 6-0. He's looking for the cherry on top, which would be another win by pin for Delsea, and he gets it! A pin there by Van at 120 pounds. For Van, his 29th win of the season. And that is the cherry on top for Delsea. Delsea wins 8 bouts on their way to the state championship. Delsea wins 45-30. Congratulations to the Delsea Crusaders, your 2025 Group 3 state champions. Delsea raced down to as big as a 36-point margin after they won by pin at 175. Brick Memorial then went on a run of winning 5 in a row before that last bout at 120. So 45-30 is your final score here in the Group 3 championship. Again, Delsea will finish their season 21-2. And having claimed their 4th consecutive state title at Group 3, their 6th over state championship in program history, Brick Memorial will finish a fine campaign, 14-5 overall. So that'll do it for our broadcast coverage of this Group 3 State Wrestling Team Championship here from Jersey Mike's Arena. For my cameraman and producer, Josh Noble, I'm Dan Long. Again, congratulations to your 2025 Group 3 State Champions, the Delsea Crusaders. Take care, everybody.